Hello, everyone. In the last few years, especially I think after the 2019 election or just before the 2019 election, I came to the realization, I think it was before the 2019 election actually, I came to the realization that empathy is very important. For me, I used to think more in terms of competence, in terms of character, in terms of capacity, as the top qualities that are needed for leadership and all of that. Until I think, yeah, before the 2019 election, I realized that look, empathy is so important. For me, empathy is even more important than competence because if you have empathy, and so just hear me out. If you have empathy to get something done, you want to take people from where they are to where to better place, to even for example where you are as a leader. You don't want people to suffer. You have 24/7 electricity. You want your people to also have 24/7 electricity. Your children have been able to attend very fantastic schools. You also want the children of everyone, the children of the poor, to also be able to attend fantastic schools. You're able to sleep at night because you have security, you're well guarded, you're well taken care of. You would also want citizens to also have those security, to also be well guarded. So that's what empathy means, that you want to take people to where you are, not the one that you alone are enjoying, you alone you've eaten, you don't know hunger, you're not thinking of your next meal, but the people are thinking of that. So when you have that kind of empathy, what will now happen is that you will do everything to get the competence to get it to work. And I've come to the realization also that as a leader, you don't have to know everything, but you must know your capacity. You must know that you don't know everything, and you will get in people, and you'll be comfortable with getting in people who are better than you to be in position. That's what we've missed in Nigeria. You have a lot of people who they don't know anything, which is okay. They don't want to agree they don't know anything. And they're not getting in people who are better than them. So they struggle to get people who are less than them. So Nigeria is now operating, within that law of the lead at the level, at their level, not the level that the things can be in. So for me, empathy has been something that I've watched out for. And it's one of the qualities that Mr. Peter Obi has, that for me that endears him to me, or me to him. I don't even know how they say that, this thing, that I see him as one who cares. I've been with him when the cameras are not there. I've spoken to him. We've had extensive discussion. We've had fights over issues. He's a strong personality. I'm a strong person. This needs to be done that way. That needs to be done that way. We will have our clashes. We will come where he knows. And one other thing that is so amazing about him is how he will always agree. If your idea is better than his, he will take it. You understand? Sometimes we'll do 2 3 hours arguing on a particular issue. No, this needs to go that way. For me, I'm this kind of person that and that's how I'm. If you have a superior idea, I'm ready to put my idea aside, because I don't, for me it's what how can we make this thing work the best, you understand? But if I think my idea is better, I don't care who you be. I'm standing on duty, on period, until we get it done. So sometimes we've had that, and everybody will leave on this. He will come back, to come and say, okay, that thing that you talk, your idea was better, and we go with that. Unlike, you see a lot of people who, because somebody is, then if they do what the person wants to do, no. For me, I'm like, even if it's your matter, no, I don't think you're doing the right thing. We will talk on it until we get there. And he always someone who will come. So, and I see people who talk about the father. Oh, it's just politics. It's eye service. Can we have the people who don't care that Nigerians are being killed right now? Can they do it for eye service? The whole of this video, really, what I just needed to put context before I go in, is about Mr. Peter Obi. You know, the boy Quadri who was arrested in January. People just found out a few weeks ago, who had stopped in front of Peter Obi's convoy in 2023, and there was an iconic picture that was taken, of that. Mr. Peter Obi saw him. When he first heard of the case, he called the lawyer Barrister Nibehe to find everything was done. He's been interested, and recently they met. They came with his family, and it, that's what leadership should be all about. It's not rocket science. Just care for someone, have empathy, and that's just it. I'm just gonna look at this particular message that tweet that Mr. Peter Obi put out. He said today, and so he met him. He met him yesterday. He said today I had the opportunity to meet with Quadri Yusuf Alabi, the young boy whose story moved us all. After enduring unjust and illegal incarceration, he's finally free, and I'm very grateful to the lawyers led by Inebehe Effiong, who fought for his release, and also at Dele Farotimi and Ms. Hassana Nuruddin, whose constant intervention was instrumental in securing justice for the young lad. I listened to Quadri today, and one thing stood out clearly: his unwavering desire for education. Despite all he has been through, his only dream is to return to school and complete his education, and I'll make sure he gets it. Oh my goodness, yes, that's it. This boy wants to be educated, and Mr. Peter Obi is saying he will make sure he gets it. His determination is not just inspiring, it is a call to action. And I'm committed to ensuring that he gets the education he desires and deserves. In addition, we must not stop at his release. Those responsible for his illegal incarceration must be held accountable. As we strive to build a Nigeria where fairness and integrity prevail, we cannot afford to allow such acts of criminality to go unpunished. I once again thank the lawyers and everyone who stood and remained unrelenting for justice. Together we'll build a Nigeria where education, freedom, rule of law, equity and justice, care, protection of the less privileged in our midst will stand as the foundation of our democracy. A new Nigeria is possible. And one thing that people do not understand, if the less privileged are not protected, we all are not protected. We will continue to have what we are having today, the kind of society we are having. And so, any nation that does not protect its less privileged is a nation that can never see development, that can never see growth, because we are strong as our strongest link and as weak as our weakest link. And so no matter how you think you are strong, as long as there are few who are weak, we all become weak. So the best thing for us is to ensure that they also grow, so that there is no weakness, or the weakness is significantly reduced. Let's all be strong. And for me, empathy is something that I always look for in a leader.